So guys, hello, it's John 2 back in a brand new video. If you can't tell, my same clothes from my last video because I'm doing it right after my last video. This is what I thought about the Return of Doctor Mysterio. Now before we start this, it isn't the best one. Not the best Doctor Who Christmas special by far. But before we do all the negatives, it is the best of Peter Capaldi's Christmas specials by far. It has been one of the most good ones, but it isn't the best. I'd say like David Tennant's ones are the best, like the Christmas Invasion, the Voyage of the Damned, the Next Doctor. Really good Christmas ones in my opinion. And if I asked some of my friends, they would say the same. Even my uncle, because he's a fan of Doctor Who, loves the Next Doctor. So, and my mum watched David Tennant, but she didn't watch the other Doctors. So I can't really say that about my mum, but my uncle watches Doctor Who. He's been a fan since, I believe it's since the fifth or sixth Doctor. But he told me that's his favourite Christmas one, the Next Doctor. And I can tell you, he doesn't like new series of Doctor. He doesn't like Peter Capaldi. But that's his own. He don't like really old Doctor Who, neither like William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton. He doesn't like black and white. But he does like John Pertwee and Tom Baker. Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy thinks are rubbish, but he was born up during that time when they were around and Doctor Who was being cancelled. So yeah, carrying on. Doctor Mysterio. Now it's a bit like a really cringy show to me. It felt really cringy. It felt like a normal superhero thing, and he when he undid his mask to show her it's him, she's like, "I'm not gonna look." She's doing it on purpose. It's like, oh, for God's sake, look. You know what I mean? Not looking at him, and then he's like, "I have to do it. I have." You know, when they were captured by the aliens, I have to do it. I have to show. You know, this is the last. Alternative, can't say the word. I was thinking, well, 2 minutes ago, weren't you going to show her anyways? Because she was talking about the bloke downstairs, Grant. I mean, this one, Christmas special, it isn't going to be the best. I mean, Matt Smith's ones do beat this one. Not all of them. For me, the worst Christmas special there has been, I know a lot of people will like it, but the worst one that there has been is the Witch in the Wardrobe, whatever it's called, the Widow, the Widow and the Wardrobe, whatever that one's called. That's the worst one in my opinion. Other people might have different opinions, but that's the worst one. It's not as worse as that one, but like I think I do like a lot of people don't like it. I like the time of the Doctor, and I like the Snowman. I'm not too keen on A Christmas Carol, though my uncle likes that one too. So that's kind of odd. That's one which I don't like. He likes. A Christmas Carol's a bit, But anyway, let's talk about that. We'll talk about this one. Yeah, so that's a bit cringy. And the aliens are brain aliens. I mean, how did they get there? By those people? So those people were actually with brains in. So they had to find aliens with brains, humans, well, sort of people with brains, go all the way to planet because of ship. Find that place and start building there. You know what I mean? Bit weird. And then with I can't remember half the people's name, but people I remember is Grant, the superhero guy. I accidentally swallowed the gem. It looked like medicine. You said it was medicine. I mean, I don't know. People do get medicines like that, but that you should have said like that, like a sweet or something. Medicine sweets. The usual medicine I take are like that, or a pill. That doesn't look like a pill, like a little thin pill, or a something you drink. It looks like a sweet. You could say that was sweet. That looks like a gem, but you can say, "Wow, that's so sweet." But he didn't say it was sweet. He said that was medicine. He said, "Oh, you said it was medicine." I was thinking, is this kid thick? Even I can tell that's a gem. You gotta be thick if you don't know that's a gem. and you're just going around this bloke, and the mother's like, "Yeah, fine, Santa Claus is here," and she must have thought he was excited, of course. But why would you go with some strange? I know you're excited, you think it's Santa Claus, but doesn't your mother tell you anything? Well, then again, he's a kid. He believes Santa Claus is real, which he is. But it's kind of odd that that all went on, and then he swallowed the gem, and he's like, I'm flying now. I'm flying. I'm thinking, oh God, end this, please, end this. It was really, really bad. That bit. It was like, is he that thick to think that's a medicine? What is it? A pill? It's not even big. It's small enough to be a pill. It's not. It can't be medicine. Just something to drink. But then again, Santa Claus. Then there was this device, trying. I don't know what the device was doing now. See, this is what I watched yesterday. I haven't just watched it. This is what I watched yesterday, and I'm going to do a review of this. Be sometime in the future, well in the future, but be sometime in the future. Um, but what else can I say about it? Yeah, the love affair between those two was so obvious. I was like, "Oh, get it off already!" That I told you about that scene, but all that rushing about when it was just right. If I watch Superman, right, or one of these, films, and a baby, which you've seen basically before, or read a comic book, and now it's supposed to be copying it, but that's what it was. That was like a copy. It Doctor Who was like a copy of all the classic, movies. And I know Doctor Who's never done it before, but Doctor Who's never done it before because Doctor Who's not a copycat. Doctor Who finds new stuff and goes along with it. Finds new interesting stuff and goes along with it. Makes its own plans, makes its own ways. This is just copying. That's how it felt like copying. It was good. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the Doctor mostly. I enjoyed the Doctor. That those things, I don't know what they're called again, which can pull out a gun. They hardly did anything. And that guy, like, oh my god, don't do this to me, when he get the brain put in him. I was like, I've just met you. I've just known you for like 3 or 4 seconds, you know, and that was it. That was it. The aliens put the brain into him. Well, the brain's put in who were in the humans where they were. That's how, interested I was. I mean, my nan, who's watched Doctor Who since it came out in 1963, if I'm correct, 1963. I'm just thinking when she would have been born, but she watched Doctor Who basically from near the start, at least first or second Doctor, probably first. I think she knows a bit about Doctor Who. Said she watched halfway through it and then she said she had to turn it off. She couldn't get into it. She didn't get it. She didn't like it. I mean, I did get it because she's not a superhero fan. You got to understand that she's not a superhero fan, my nan. But I do understand why start a superhero thing now. All 53 years Doctor Who, never a superhero thing. But then again, you can say they're running out of ideas. They're running out of ideas. It's simple as that. Um, if they had good ideas, they wouldn't have to use old ideas that have been used already. Nardle's better, I guess. He's a little bit better. I can just about stand him in this episode, but he isn't, legit for me. He isn't like, gonna make wavelengths. I've also heard he's an alien. Maybe the body of him is an alien, but I don't know what that applies. Basically, in the episode, it says his head was taken from Hydrofax, dug up, stuck on a body, which I don't know if it's his old body or his new body. Probably his old body to make it work. Because if you see in class like a leg, now it's whole bodies, heads on bodies. That's the same thing in class, except from it was a leg. So the doctor's got better mending people. God, is he going to create? People saying the Sideman come back. Is he going to create the first Sideman? That would be interesting if he did. That make sense to me if he creates the first Sideman. Like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. I've created the worst of one of the worst of my enemies ever. Simon walks out because these like part humans first because they're like test subjects of Simon come out to try and get him, and then maybe they create the first Simon or the Doctor does it by accident. I'm just talking about the new series trailer. Sorry, yeah, very. That's probably better. The series 10 trailer is probably better than this. I would say combined. I don't think any of them being good. It wasn't very Christmassy neither. I don't think I saw one thing about Christmas in this. I wouldn't have known this was Christmas if you told me it was Christmas. It could have been any episode in Doctor Who. It could have been done in bloody Easter, and I would have been like, wow, this is an Easter egg. It wouldn't have shown an Easter egg. It wouldn't have shown a Christmas tree. I don't think it could show a Christmas tree, but if it did, it wouldn't needed to because you wouldn't have known it was. This wasn't a Doctor Who Christmas special. This could have been. It could have been aired Christmas Eve. It could have been aired the day before Christmas Eve. It wasn't that. There was no. If I can remember, there was no um, information that it was Christmas special. Maybe they did say it was Christmas, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all in the episode that it was Christmas special. I'm afraid. Maybe they did say it was Christmas or something, but I can't remember them saying it. I think I'd remember, and there was no snow, no trees, there were no decorations. It didn't remind me of Christmas special. Maybe that's good, but a Christmas special should be a Christmas special. That's the one time a year they can show Christmas trees and all that snow, or when they go to a Victorian place. But on Earth, that's like that. But then again, if they do go like in the middle of the series and it has a Christmas, in the middle of the series, like this is Christmas, then that'd be interesting too. Like they're doing it out of sync. But this wasn't a Christmas special. This was just, so I could call it special, I suppose. But anyways, guys, that's enough ranting and raving from me. I will do a review of this. I know I've said that already. Remember to please like, comment, subscribe. I know this video is going on too long already, and I don't know how long I'll be taking to upload this. And that's what I'm worried about. And goodbye for now. Bye bye.